Okay, welcome. I'm David Temperley. Lola said this conference originated as a gleam in my eye. Gleams in my eye often have good results, my two children being a case in point. Though I usually find that when I have a gleam in my eye, someone else ends up doing most of the work, as my wife will testify. And in this case, I'm very grateful to Steve and his terrific team for all the work they've done to organize this session. So it's my great privilege to be chairing this session in honor of Carol Krumhansl's landmark book, The Cognitive Foundations of Musical Pitch. Carol and I go back a long way. We first met at SMPC at Berkeley in 1995, I think, where we had lunch together and she gave me some very useful tips on my dissertation project. And in the 14 years that I've been at Rochester, we've been fortunate to have Carol quite nearby at Ithaca. She's one of the organizers of our regular music cognition symposia at Eastman, which many of you have attended. And in good weather or bad, usually bad, she faithfully makes the 2-hour drive to Eastman for our gatherings, often bringing along a carload of students. And it's been a real pleasure to have her at those meetings. So when I was thinking about organizing this session, in consultation with Steve and Lola and Lex, we were thinking about the impact of Carol's book on music research. And one thing that struck us was just how broad its impact has been. We're probably all aware of the importance of the book in music psychology, where concepts such as probe tones and key profiles have become an essential part of the field. But perhaps not everyone is aware that the book has also had a very significant influence on music theory and also on computational research, or the field that's come to be known as music informatics or music information retrieval. So we wanted to have speakers representing these three areas of research: music psychology, music theory, and computational music research. And we made lists of names. And we were delighted that we were able to get our top choices in all three of these areas: Bill Thompson in psychology, Fred Laerdal in theory, and Elaine Chu in computational research. So this afternoon we'll be hearing from these three very distinguished speakers coming from 3 different continents. And the structure of this session is pretty much the same as the structure of the first session. Elaine, Fred, and Bill will each give 30-minute talks back to back, and then Carol will give a response, and then we'll have discussion at the end. So as we go along, if you think of any questions, please jot them down, and then we'll have a nice chunk of time for discussion at the end of the session.